Hello guys, and welcome to episode 18 of my Orsha campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Today we're continuing after pushing back the Soviets on the top here. We broke down a lot of their battalions and destroyed them, and that's actually ended up unlocking the 256th Infantry Division reinforcement point, which is nice. Although we have plenty of troops here that can push through, but we may bring in some more just so that we can finish them off. Today though, it's all about breaking out the 1st and 2nd Battalion of the 119th Panzer Grenadier Regiment. We need to find a way through this front line. We completely encircled them. So yeah, we're going to have to break through here somehow. So I'll figure that out in a second. But before we do, I do want to show the casualty list because it's something that's been requested for a while now. So let's get into that. So the 11th Guards Army here, this is the amount of stuff they've killed. They've killed 1,000 of our men. They've killed 20 artillery pieces, 34 tanks and AT, and 16 of our aircraft. You can see they actually ended up killing 24 Stugs, and 3 of the Stug 42s and 1 of the Stug 3G Führer from that big old armoured battle we had. And quite a few Citterungs here, but not too much of anything else. That's probably from the couple defensive battalions that we lost along the way. Although we've only lost 1 battalion in total, and that was the 4th Front Recon Group, which is the aircraft. And that's where a lot of these aircraft kills come from. If we have a look at our kills, well, it's quite a bit different. We've destroyed 7 battalions in total. Does feel like more than that, honestly. But 6,600 soldiers, including over 1,000 Avtos, and also another 1,700 Gavardia here. The Gavardia and the Gavardia with the DPs. Quite incredible. I love the way we've apparently killed 442 Jeeps. 246 artillery pieces, including 94 82mm mortars. I mean, really? That's how many we've had to break down. In terms of tanks and AT, 38 ZIS-2s, 25 45 mils. We killed 22 of the OT-34s and a couple of the T-34s there. And 28 ZIS-3s. In terms of aircraft, we've shot down 88 aircraft, multiple PE-2s, the LA-5 FNs, we killed 19 of those. It's quite something. Quite something. Well, there you go. If you want to get a more detailed look at that, feel free to pause. But let's go ahead and work out how we're going to free our 1st and 2nd Battalion of the 119th. So, there's a few battalions here that are actually quite weak. The 1st and 2nd Battalion of the 243rd are pretty old battalions now. They have been broken down massively. They barely have any troops left. The 2nd Battalion I think will probably be able to reinforce, but we're probably going to go through the Motorized Rifle Battalion here. It's actually a full strength battalion, but it doesn't have as many companies as other battalions do. So that's going to give us an opportunity to push there with something like the 1st Battalion of the 35th Panzergrenadier Regiment. I'm probably just going to push through here. Now if we attack them, who is called in? So yeah, the 2nd Battalion of the 243rd, that's to be expected. The AAA is right next to them, so that's to be expected. Although they can bring in the 345th Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment in Phase B, which is interesting. The 401st Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment will come in Phase C. So I'm thinking what we could do, maybe if we neutralize the AAA with like artillery or something. I'm not sure if any of them are in range, but if we could neutralize the AAA, and then I could bring in the Night Bomber Group. That way we'd have the bombers to help with the infantry. The infantry will also be trumped by our infantry anyway. But also with the Night Bomber Group we have cluster AP, so it wouldn't matter so much if they decided to bring in the 345th and the 401st to reinforce. The other thing with doing that is they might not even bring these, they might bring an aircraft, so that's fine as well. We don't have any AA, so that actually could get a bit sticky if they decided to bring in some aircraft, but we shot down a lot of their aircraft already. Surely they don't have too many more. But I think the best way, definitely neutralize the AAA here first of all, so let's find an artillery piece that can do it. We have that artillery there. This one doesn't have enough points. And there's this one as well. That one could hit it. Okay, interesting. This one definitely can't. I might use this one though, just before we do anything else, before I forget using it. I don't think we can hit any of those, so the only two choices would be the 2nd Battalion of the 1st Guards AT Brigade or the 54th Motorized Rifle Battalion. This would be more annoying if it attacked, so we'll hit them. Okay. Then this one, if it can attack these guys, then I probably should use that one, because no doubt this 2nd Battalion of the 25th Artillery Regiment would be better off firing up somewhere else. We don't need to hit the 26th Guards Tank Brigade, it can't reinforce anyway. Let's see if we can hit that AA from here. And we can, okay, good. Alright, that sorts that out. What could this hit? We could hit the 2nd Battalion of the Guards Tank Corps. Well, that's just the 2nd Guards Tank Corps HQ, actually. No point in hitting those because they'll recover 3 action points anyway. Maybe I could dictate the reinforcements. Like, I'd rather have probably these reinforced because there's less of them than the... Actually, no, there's not. I guess it doesn't really matter then. It's about the same amount. I'll probably just leave it for now. We can possibly use that to neutralize the action points on the 2nd Battalion and the 243rd if they don't join in. But we won't do that first, because I want them to join. I think they're pretty weak. Yeah, they're one of the weak ones. This 3rd Battalion of the 75th Guards Rifle Regiment, I think is full strength. Yeah. So, let's go like so. We'll grab in the 1st Battalion of the 35th. 2nd Battalion of the 119th. The reason I'm pulling those in is so they come further to our line. Also, this might create like a line through that will also connect the 1st Battalion. That's what I'm hoping, at least. And then we'll bring in the Night Bomber Group. So this is going to be quite an interesting battle. The full strength battalion, and then it just depends what they bring in. So let's go into the tactical battle. They are bringing in the ISUs and those depleted forces. No aircraft. Actually, that's really good. This is probably the best outcome for us. Perfect. That's actually awesome. Okay, let's tactical battle. And we'll get this underway. So the ISUs and the extra infantry is coming in phase B. So we've got a little bit of time to work with in phase A. I may even be able to win the battle pretty fast in phase A. I think they'll have 30 points to start whilst we have 40. Because they'll have 20 but they get 50% more. So actually maybe not, because they'll have enough infantry to sort of contest, I guess. Right. So let's see, shall we? Probably just want to bring in maybe like a machine gun on the right hand side. Maybe a couple of machine guns, probably a good idea. Put one in there, put one in there. I'm going to need some like Panzergrens for the ridge here. That'll do. Probably bring in a couple MGs to go here. Do that. And I'll bring in some Panzergrens there as well. I'll need some Panzergrens for the top. This is going to be a more generic battle than we usually get, actually, which is nice. It's going to be like a normal battle for once. Quite even to start, but as it goes on, the tides will turn in our favour completely, especially moving into Phase B. They will, of course, get their reinforcements in Phase B, but we'll have better reinforcements. We have our 2-star units in the 119th, and by then we'll also have the extra points to buy in the rest of the Night Bomber group, so those aircraft will just absolutely dominate. I'm probably going to be quite conservative with the deployment here, actually, because they're going to have Avtos, so they're going to be decent at close range, so we want to basically keep them at range with our Panzergrounds. Alright, bring in a few men here. Let's do that, and I'm going to need maybe a couple up here. I could probably do maybe machine guns. Now, I think this battalion does have a few AA pieces, so I'm going to have to make sure I kill those ASAP. I could probably do it... Actually, no, I probably can't do it with aircraft. You know, the Ju-87s aren't fast enough to do that. If it was like Flock of Wolves, for example, then we could probably bomb them before they manage to pin down a unit, but in this case, the Ju-87s are too slow. So I guess what we'll do is bring in maybe some AT. I guess we could do that. I could put an AT gun up there, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. We could put an AT gun on the left, just in case. Okay. And we'll put one maybe on the hill. It's a bit risky though. Maybe down here is a better idea. Yeah, let's do that for now. And hopefully any AA they do have will run into that. We can also mortar the AA to pin it down and then hit it with the Ju-87. So that's another choice that we do have, which is quite good. I think I'm also going to bring in some Panzergrunds on this side. Alright. We'll buy in a couple of bombers from the start, just so that if they use any mortars I can break them down. Alright, that'll do. Let's go. Just defending our points for now, and then we can push wherever they are not to try and make some ground. Going to be pretty even though, as you can see, their front line isn't really pushing in our favour in one particular spot. Oh, maybe on the left side here. Oh, we might be able to make even more ground than I thought. Yeah, that left side's looking pretty bleak for them right now. Awesome. Right, let's try and push up a bit more aggressively then. I'll unload these. Oh, that's actually a problem. Alright, we'll bring in the Ju-87. These Razvedka, they have armoured vehicles. Let's just make sure these don't unload. We're gonna have to push forwards. Alright, let's just bomb that Razvedka. Oh shit, okay, that's there as well. Maybe we can hit it? I don't think we can. I think we just have to leave. Yeah, that's gonna get forced to fall back. This is awkward. Alright, let's try and fall back down the slope. And maybe my AT gun can hit it. We'll just do a runner for now. Get out of line of sight. Let the AT gun do the work. Let's turn off the APCR so it's more lethal. Alright, let's push up here. Maybe a bit further. Maybe a bit risky to do this against like the ISUs in the future, but if we can make ground here, that's perfect. Alright, let's unload that, because there's definitely some infantry there. I need them to get in cover before they start firing. There you go. Alright, perfect. Oh, those poor infantry squads. Please back 40, hit the mark. ASAP. Oh, he missed again. Alright, taking out one of those is good, although there's going to be like 4 or 5 of them that we're going to have to deal with throughout the game. Let's make sure my machine gun moves up so we can use that as well. Ah, we got it, nice. Alright, we're going to surrender those. Perfect. Great, okay, there is a mortar there. Let's bomb that. And we're going to start moving up on this right hand side. Right, these can both just run back and we'll just replace them. Okay, great. I took out that SG. On this side, we're probably going to want to bring in another bomber to help us get rid of that vehicle. I'm going to bring in the cluster bomber. And that's the best choice, because it can kill the armor for us easily. These getting caught out in the open is not a good idea. Let's just bring in another bomber. We'll bring in one of these and just bomb that. Okay, cool. Oh, it looks like my Pack 40 might be able to deal with that. Perfect. Let's not waste that on that then. Let's come across. I'm going to need some more Panzergrens in the mid. Have that fall back. Unload these. And take back that flag. Okay, this is going pretty well so far. We're going to have those fall back though. They might actually get killed off by the SG, hopefully not before the Ju-87 bombs. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. These guys are probably dead as well. Let's bring in some MGs here to cover across the top. Okay, Panzergrens can deal with the Gavardia there. That's taken out the SG. Let's take out whatever that is. This MG probably needs to fall back so it doesn't die. Damn. We actually have quite a lot to do here. So push these Panzergrens up onto that hill. These guys can just run away. I need to move up this as well. These AT guns will actually be in position to shoot at the ISUs when they come in as well, which will be nice. Yeah, looks like we've killed the majority of those units. That's really good for us. Already making ground. Let's just keep pushing through those trees. These guys need to just run back to spawn, like these guys do. And we will replace them. So, new Panzergren there, please. New Panzergren. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're going to have to fall back with this infantry. The M17's come into play again. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Those are so good against infantry. Let's just have all these fall back. Might be worth bringing in the mortars now. Just to try and help out, pin down those M17s. Alright. Unit there. Probably need to bomb that. Just hit it with that Ju-87. I'm going to have all of these just fall back off the hill so that we can hit it when it comes up again. Hopefully. Although it looks like that one might be dead. They're not going to get off in time. No. We lost one Panzergren. It's a sad day. Right, nearly in range. But we're going to have to unload these before they get killed by the mortar. Oh, MG died on the left. That's not good. Oh, another M17. Alright. Oh, we'll bomb that. Good stuff. My AT guns are actually really well placed. It's not working out nicely. I'm doing some tricky stuff here with these Panzergrens, but otherwise all good. Yeah, we killed the one on the left. That's perfect. I'm gonna have to bring in some more reinforcements here, I think. Unless if you just bomb it, I guess that works too. Alright, we're going to be in phase B in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Bringing in the cluster to take out the M31 Rozvedka. We'll probably just bomb that one. And I think I'll probably kill off this AT gun since we can see it. Might be worth bringing in a bomber for this lot. Bit overkill for these, but they are really annoying for our infantry because our infantry can't kill them unless they get really close. Let's hit the M31 Rozvedka instead of the infantry, because the infantry is dying anyway to the Panzergrens, but the M31 Rozvedka is a problem. Alright, let's just keep pushing through here. Have that fall back. And now it's probably time to buy in the rest of the GU-87s because they're going to be bringing in ISUs any second now. I wonder if we can get in range of that or it pins us down. We'll give it a go. Come on, Panzerfaust on target, please. Perfect. Ooh, that's not good. And they've got to go back to spawn. It doesn't look like they actually decided to bring in the tanks. They've decided to bring in more infantry first, which is fine. I'm going to try and get all of these. Okay, we didn't actually kill the infantry squads unfortunately, but we gave it a go. I'll bring in a bomber to take out that. It's already falling back, good stuff. Six minutes left, those Panzergrens can fall back. We do still have the mortars here that I should be using. I guess we can use it against anything that we find in the town we're coming up against. These guys were going to move out of range of the Guardia. And I guess we'll probably have them fall back as well. Did just kill 2 more squads there with the MGs. Probably killed that squad as well. Yep, they're gone. Have that MG fall back. Need to replace these on the left hand side there. Well, that's a KV-1S. First tank we've actually seen. Let's go ahead and bomb that with the cluster. Move that back. And the mortars go in for our Pack 40. Another MG just died as well. Unfortunately, the one on the hill there. Alright, let's hit those and those. Yeah, this is actually been quite nice because it's more conventional than normal. Looks like we didn't even need the extra reinforcements, honestly. from the 119th. But I guess it's still going to pull them into the right position, so that's something at least. Just keep mortaring those, and I'll bring in more reinforcements. I guess we can use these now. I've got 2 coming in for the Avtos. And I got 2 coming in for the M31 Rosetikas. Oh, the Panzergren died. Oh, that was just there. I think those 50 cows are firing. Yeah, they were firing at my aircraft. Wow, how did they miss? They could see them clear as day. Wow. Okay. Well, that Panzergren's dead. We lost a few Panzergrens, but we made ground. A lot of ground, only 3 minutes now until victory. We haven't seen any of the ISU 122s, but we did see the KV. I guess these M301s will just get killed by the Pak 40 anyway. Absolutely fine. I should probably bring in the recon actually. I don't know why I haven't. We could just see what we have to bomb at the back. They might even be bringing in the tanks now, who knows. Right, let's unload these and we'll just put them on top of the hill. Play them defensively, that's fine. These guys should fall back. Just needs to unload. Okay, good. We've got perfect line of sight here. It's really nice. Been using these AT guns really well to take out the armoured units that are just a pain. I'm just waiting for my recon before we actually use the bomber there. Yeah, the 345th Self-Propelled Artillery definitely joined, so I don't know why they haven't brought in the ISUs yet. Maybe they haven't run out of infantry? Or is that one? Oh, I think that's one there. Okay, we'll take that out. Maybe they're just at the back, because it seems because they're artillery, technically. And they're classed as an artillery regiment, they maybe keep them at the back of the map. Which is kind of odd, but yeah, we can still kill them. That's fine. Hopefully that does the job. That's not one. Right, let's just bring in the bombers to hit any infantry targets we can find. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to predict where they're gonna be. Panzergren died there, unfortunately. Those two got killed, perfect. Those two are going for those lot. Nice. Good bombing strike. And that's victory. Alright, so we lost a few Panzergrens here and there. A couple MGs. See exactly what we lost. So we lost 3 MGs, 4 Panzergrens. I think that's pretty decent for how we played that. Like, I was much more aggressive than I usually am in that scenario. 76 kills to 7 losses. Only a minor victory, but enough for us to push them back. The Pack 40s did really well for us. We did plenty of damage to that battalion. It's a shame not more of the tanks came in, because I would have liked to have killed them with the cluster AP. But that was decent otherwise. I think it was decent anyway. Wait, what? They ended up still being surrounded. I think it's okay. We can fill the gap. If I push these up, I think it connects them. No? Really? Oh, well, that's kind of awkward. I'm going to have to attack these bad boys. And we don't have the cluster AP anymore. What's the other way we could do it? Maybe attack the motorized rifle battalion here. The 175th Assault Regiment can make that attack. We're gonna have to find another way to get through here. Oh, this is dire. Right, what could reinforce that? Nothing. Just aircraft, I assume. We've got plenty of anti-air here, right? None. Where could we pull anti-air from? Maybe in Phase B we bring in the 293rd? That's rough. I was convinced that we would push through here and reconnect, but obviously not. I couldn't really risk this attack, because I'd have to kill these ISUs before the SU-76s or 85s arrived, and then if I don't do that, then the 26th Guards Tank Brigade arrives and it's over, right? Because that's a lot of T-34 85s, and even if I had the Night Bomber Group, I'm not sure I'd be able to kill them all in time. We already used up the artillery, so we can't get rid of the 26th Guards, otherwise I'd be tempted to try and Panzerschreck those to death. I mean, in theory, we could bring in the 519th Tank Destroyer Battalion. Are we going to be forced into the 3rd Battalion of the 75th Guards Rifle Regiment? I don't really have anything that could attack, though. Like, I don't want to lead the charge with the Tank Destroyer Battalion because they don't have the recon or like infantry support to stop the PTRDs from shooting them when they get close. Like all these Gavardias. Actually, these Gavardia, do they have PTRDs? Oh, okay. No, none of these have PTRDs, do they? Oh no, those do. Yeah, okay. The Gavardia DP do. So that would be really risky. Yeah, the Nashorns would die to that infantry quite easily. I would use this one if there wasn't a severe lack of units remaining. The only choice we have that I can see is using the 195th to attack this motorized rifle battalion and hoping that we have moved them enough that we can recover our line. Because I don't want to move the 1st Battalion of the 195th Assault Regiment. That's definitely not a good idea. I need them to be entrenched. Especially for all of these units. But I can bring these across the bridge, potentially. I'm going to make that attack, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I call in the 1st Battalion of the 119th Panzergrenadiers, so it pulls them back towards this regiment, which possibly could connect all this lot. I might call these guys in Phase A, just because it will give us more points to work with in Phase A with the 195th. This is so risky though, because we wouldn't be bringing in any aircraft. It wouldn't matter so much because we can probably break down these forces pretty quickly, but we're definitely going to take some losses. Oh, this is such a tough call. Let's do it. I'm going to bring in these guys, and maybe the artillery could be a good shout in Phase B instead. No, because it's not going to be... It's probably going to be over by the end of Phase A, right? That's our plan. So let's just go into it like this. The reason I don't want to bring in aircraft, even though we have aircraft available, is because the end of the turn. If I use up the aircraft now, and they attack me in certain areas, we're not going to have anything to reinforce us in the sky. So it's important that we save them as much as we can. They're bringing in 2 air regiments. And this could get interesting, guys. Let's go. We're going to have to be like as quick as possible before the aircraft become a problem. Because they're going to have a lot of aircraft from the start. Since they have like, what, 100 points worth? Something silly like that at the start, and a lot of that's going to be in planes. So the pioneers are going to have to do their jobs. They're going to ride to the bridges with the pioneers, and then we'll fill the gaps with MGs, as we have done before. Alright. That'll have to do for now, I think. I guess we could bring in like IGs and stuff as well. It really depends. Like, I'm tempted to just bring in the other stuff afterwards so that we have it when we need it. Especially taking down things like Ravtos. I guess we could maybe focus on like just bringing in the mortars and having them ready to go. That would allow us to pin down the enemy units nice and quick without revealing any important units. As well, bring in the Barrifjorda. Bring in that Barrifjorda in the mid. Make all of these 3-star. That's a good idea. Pioneer Fjorda for the right hand side. Alright, what other infantry could we bring in? These don't have any trucks. So, yeah, bringing those in on foot. Guess we could have them just like walk up. Too bad. Alright, let's just launch it. We already outnumber them on the ground, we just got to take all the points quickly. And not get killed by the aircraft too hard in the process. If I'd known they'd bring in like 2 air regiments, I guess it was kind of obvious that they would, but I could have brought in my Focke-Wulfs and shot a load of them down. Yeah, it's all cool, really. Because if I did bring in the Focke-Wulfs, they might not have brought in the aircraft, so who knows. Oh shit. I didn't consider that the trucks they come in. Alright, that's kind of awkward. Let's just bring up Pack 40 ASAP, although that's in a slow vehicle, so we'll bring in the IGs. Alright, at least this means we can probably push through like so, and like so. That one's not even moving. We want to mortar this. Move that there. Keep moving those up on that side. Oh, that one's not moving either. Oops. Oh shit, I didn't mean to press that. That's so annoying. I can probably kill these actually at that range. Okay, never mind, they moved far enough away. I mean, we could give the attack order so we could chase them down. If we can get into the 50-meter range, we throw grenades at them. There we go. Perfect. This should have a... Oh, he doesn't have a smoke grenade. Shit. No, Pioneer Fiora. I'm sorry. Oh, that's tragic. Let's give them another thing to shoot at. Oh, no. Oh, that is tragic. Oh, these guys are dead as well. The Avtos have just wrecked them. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, we tried. We're still gonna win. It's fine. It's just kind of awkward that we're in this position right now. Right, just do a run about it if you can make it. You can make it. Don't worry. There's only 6 minutes left in this game. Right, let's mortar those. I should probably mortar these as well. I do have the IG here. It doesn't have many like AT shells, so we might not kill these very quickly. Just gotta hope my IG hits on mark with the first shots it has. Right, the reason I didn't move that then was so that my IG had time on target, but so it's tough. Right, that's just using HE now. Bring those in. Maybe bringing a pack 40 up here. We have captured that point. Just keep pushing it up. His pioneers died. I mean, it's unlikely that we're ever going to really use the 195th or infantry again, but it's a shame we lost quite a few of them so far. And IG is actually doing the work of the gods right now. Alright, total defeat. That's good. We haven't seen a single aircraft. Very strange. We managed to surround this little pocket, which is good. 40 seconds until victory. We are actually going to end up completely surrounding them there, which is nice. Wow, those units are getting wrecked from range by our IGs. Well, that's total victory. 7 minutes, 19 seconds, good. Alright. Well, that'd be a bit tougher with the aircraft reinforcing, but never mind, I guess. Okay, this is nice because it actually allows me to move this up to the point where we recover these guys. Maybe? What's going on here? Hello? Can we reconnect, please? Okay, there we go. Blimey. We did it. It took a little bit more than I had hoped. And we lost this around, especially onto the 3rd Battalion and 75th Guards. That's quite disappointing, but we recovered our own troops, so that's a win. Blimey. The 1st Battalion of the 119th Panzer Regiment is going to be happy to go home, because they've lost a lot of men in the process. The 1st Company is completely destroyed there. Wow. Well, this has been an interesting episode. Unfortunately, it has been my time. We recovered the 119th Panzer Battalion. It took a number of battles, but we made it. Now we just need to decide what else we want to do this turn and then move on to the next one. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.